Okay, good morning everyone and welcome to the OFC Champions League 2019 Group D in Honiara. We have 4 teams in this group: Auckland City, FC, AS Magenta, Tupapa Maraerenga, and our host Solomon Warriors. The matches will be over 3 days. Kickoff times are 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. First match day, we have Auckland City and Magenta. First game, Tupapa Maraerenga and Solomon Warriors. Second game. Second match day, we have Tupapa Maraerenga against Auckland City, and Solomon Warriors take on AS Magenta. And on the third match day, we have AS Magenta against Tupapa Maraerenga and Solomon Warriors against Auckland City. Let me introduce Team Auckland City. We've got Ramon Travelich, their coach, and Angel Belenga. And for AS Magenta, we've got Jean Bryce Wadrioka and Alan Muizen. And for Tupapa Maraerenga, I've got Delaney Yangona and me, Joseph. And for our host, Solomon Warriors, the captain is Hadis Aingari and Moses Tuata. I'll start. I do apologize to our French-speaking colleagues. We've got a translator here, so Rex will be our translator for us. So let's start with Auckland City, Coach Ramon. Well, the OFC Champions League trophy is actually looking for a home after having it for 7 years previously. Your first opponent is AS Magenta. How do you anticipate the upcoming match?
Look, first thing, we're very privileged to be here in the Solomon Islands. We understand how passionate the Solomon Islands public is about the game, and I think that atmosphere that we'll bring to the games will make the games even more interesting and more motivating for all the teams. So yeah, Magenta, we've played them many times. Played against Alan. We were talking with Angel. We've seen the same faces so many times. We understand how difficult it is to play against their talent, their quality. It's a team, one of those teams that in very small areas they can really kill you with that talent, that technical ability, and the way they link those 1-2s, the one-on-ones as well that they bring to the game. So that makes the game for us very difficult. Also the conditions, we're coming from a colder country than the Solomon Islands, so we understand that there's a few factors in there that will make not only that game, but the other 2 games as well very tough for us. And we just hope that with our style, we can take the game to our side, which is obviously the position, and we can take the initiative in the game. That will be the best outcome for us.
And for the captain, Belanga, you've been performing well in the ASB Premiership, but having stepped off the plane to 30 degrees heat temperature, as Ramon just said, do you think this will be a real challenge for your team, and what are you hoping to achieve this tournament?
I think every time you play in this competition is different from the domestic competition, because the style of football the islands play is totally different from what we are used to in New Zealand. So it's going to be really challenging, but we are confident as well because we are doing really well. The squad is strong. So we are really looking forward to challenge again this year the OFC, because after last year it was a big blow to be knocked out in the quarterfinals. So everyone is really looking forward. We know it's going to be really tough and demanding, and with the heat and the conditions will be hard, but we'll try and we'll give it our best.
Thank you, Belanga. Aline from AS Magenta, coach. Well, fresh from your friendlies in Port Vila, I imagine that you would want to make a difference in this year's Champions League edition. It's a tough ask to have Auckland City as your first opponent, but how confident are you?
Elle demande de votre détermination pour jouer le premier match contre Auckland City. Votre détermination pour avoir Auckland City comme votre premier opposant.
On fait partie du même groupe, donc il faut jouer contre eux. Est-ce que c'est une bonne chose ou pas une bonne chose? J'en sais rien. En tout cas, c'est les grands favoris, c'est Auckland. Et nous, on va évidemment tout faire pour essayer de les faire chuter ou en tout cas de les tenir en échec, mais ça va être évidemment très très compliqué pour nous.
So he said that we cannot do anything if the draw happen like that. Of course, it's not going to be easy, but it's okay. We cannot do have only to get the game.
And John Bryce, the captain, how would you approach playing Auckland City, knowing that they are the team to beat and the squad is full of experience?
Elle demande quelle est votre détermination pour jouer contre Auckland City, pensant que c'est un match qui ne sera pas facile. Quelle est votre détermination?
Je sais que Auckland City, c'est une grande équipe avec des joueurs d'expérience.
Micro.
Auckland City, c'est une grande équipe avec des joueurs d'expérience, des nationalités différentes. Nous, on a le même effectif que l'année dernière avec peut-être 3-4 joueurs qui viennent compléter l'effectif. Mais nous, avec seulement 3-4 matchs de préparation, ça va être difficile, mais oui, ça va être difficile le match contre Auckland.
He's saying that they know Auckland City a very good team. They didn't have much time to prepare. They have about 3 or 4 games they play for before the competition, but it's going to be tough, but they cannot do and they have to play.
Merci beaucoup. DY, Tupapa Maraerenga coach. Having come through the qualifying stage, do you feel that you've got work cut out for you? And especially taking on Solomon Warriors in front of their home supporters?
Yes, definitely. The level of competition coming from the qualifiers is definitely a lot higher. I mean, it's something that we were preparing for. It's a known fact, so it's nothing new for us or for anybody else in this competition. As my colleagues have been saying, with the draw that came out, it's definitely, if not the toughest pool, one of the toughest pools in this whole competition. I mean, Solomon Warriors in their background, it couldn't get any harder than that. We know they're very passionate about what they do. We've been preparing for this 12th man factor that the Solomon Warriors will have on Sunday. But I mean, we're here to play football. We know what they will put out there on the field. We've seen them play over many years from our players. Playing up against the quality of players across all 3 teams is one of their goals, one of their lifetime ambitions, and that moment is almost here. And so it's about getting out there on that field, doing what we want to do, and hopefully to try and come away with a result.
Thanks, DY. And for your coach, Mi'i Joseph, Mi'i, Cook Highlands isn't known as a footballing nation, but do you think players like yourself are changing the perspective? And what's the feeling like in the camp for you?
Well, I hope that I am a role model to the young ones, and of course, where we come from, rugby is main sport, but football is growing in the islands, and the passion of the game is growing, and I think with me turning up to these games, I do hope I'm a role model to the young ones, and I think one of the key things for us is for our young ones is to ensure they fall in love with the game, because once they fall in love with the game, that's it, and they start to commit, they start to experience football. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks. And Moses Tuata, Solomon Warriors coach, you have the home advantage. What can we expect from you, and how focused are your boys?
Thank you. First of all, I would like to, on behalf of Solomon Warriors FC, welcome all the participants of the 2019 OFC Champions League here in Solomon. As a team, yes, we are prepared for this competition. Although we have a little bit of problem with players. And I have a couple of my key players who are carrying injuries at the moment. But we are determined. And playing in Honiara is the first time for us as a team, Solomon Warriors. It's kind of a different atmosphere at the moment because, when you play in your comfort zone, that players tend to be more relaxed. And over-relaxing can be a negative effect on a game. So I hope the boys will find something to motivate themselves. Definitely the crowd will be our 12 men in the pitch, on the game day. But it all depends on how the boys are determined to win or to take on his game every day. And as a coach, I'm quite happy from what I've saw on the pitch during our practice matches with the under 16. A couple of games we played. I think we are prepared to take on any team that we play on a match day.
Thanks. And Captain Hadis? There's little known of Tupapa Maraerenga, but what can we expect? What have you been telling your boys? And also, what are your expectations from the Oceania Football Confederation Champions League edition this year?
I think main important for me fellow boys, we have to respect our all team here. Like Tupapa, we respect them, but we not like every game we not take like lightly, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, members of the press, the floor is open for you to put question. If you can just mention your organization and your question.
Hello, Simon. I'm working with OFC Media. This one for Raymond. I understand Auckland City had a tournament in Hong Kong recently. How do you think that tournament will help your team coming into this competition?
Yeah, we played a couple of games against two very good sides. One is the third best Chinese Super League club, so you can imagine the level of football that we had to bring ourselves to. It was a couple of games in front of a lot of people. So in New Zealand, unfortunately, we don't have too many spectators in our fields, but it was 21,000. Big crowd for that final, very noisy, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little bit like that in any other games, but obviously, especially against the Solomon Warriors, with a home support at the stadium. We've been here before. We played against other Solomon Islands teams like Koloale, and it was about 20,000 people at the stadium, which makes the game. It makes it a little harder for obviously the away team. So look, in that regard, I think we are well prepared. We used to play these kind of games, even if we have the crowd against us. We understand how we have to play to perform well. So hopefully that was a good lead up to this tournament, and also obviously the level of football that we had to play against put us into a difficult situation in defense and attack. So it was a good exercise as well in that respect. So hopefully, we learned a few lessons from those two games, and we can, we can improve our style in all the three games that we're playing here.
Lowen here from SIBC, our national broadcaster. It's a question to the Tupapa coach, especially since you'll be playing against probably the top three teams in the competition. What are your hopes of getting out from this tournament, and especially playing against these three big clubs?
As someone involved in sport, as a player and as a coach, to truly test yourself, you've got to play the best. And for this particular group stage of this year's rendition of the Champions League, we definitely have the best in our pool. And so, as I mentioned before, it's an opportunity for my players to get out there and rub shoulders with the best. But at the same time, as I said, we're here to play football. We're here to test our systems, test our individual players as we get out there in the field and see how we go. We're definitely hoping for a result. But with that whole comes with a lot of preparation, comes with the right mindset, being able to play the right type of football. And it's definitely a challenge, but a challenge that we're all looking forward to. Thank you.
Yeah, this one for AS Magenta coach Alan. Obviously, you guys have been played in the same group last year in Honiara. Are you looking forward to do much better than last season?
Vous avez déjà joué dans le passé dans presque le même groupe avec tous ces opposants. Quelle est votre impression comparée à la fois passée et au maintenant?
C'est à peu près la même disposition. Il y avait une équipe néo-zélandaise, Wellington. Il y avait donc les Maristes qui étaient à la place des Warriors. Donc je pense qu'on va retrouver à peu près les mêmes enjeux. Une équipe qui est largement favorite, c'est Auckland. Une équipe qui va être très très difficile à sortir, c'est les Warriors parce qu'ils jouent à domicile évidemment. Donc nous, on va essayer de tirer notre épingle du jeu. On verra à la fin de cette compétition si on avait les qualités pour se qualifier ou pas.
Bon, almost same like last time. Okay, Auckland City just is a favorite, and also another team which is might be hard to beat is Solomon Warriors. So we came just to play, then we'll see at the end of the competition if we can move forward.
This is a question for the Solomon Warriors coach. I understand recently you've mentioned that some of your key players are injured. So what is the progress of the players? Will they be fit for the Sunday's game? Some of your key players.
Thank you. To be honest, I'm a little bit scared at the moment. And I hope my players all recover in time for the game on Sunday. We are working very hard with our physiotherapist and our health medical team to get the boys to the right condition to play on Sunday. It's only one serious injury to one of our key players, Jerry Donga, who's carrying a groin injury. But I've observed his development as of yesterday. He was able to join training and it's looking good. But I think a couple more boxes to be ticked for him. We need to check him properly because it's not about only the first game. It's about 3 games in a span of 1 week. That's a hard ask, and I hope my medical team will be there to ensure that our players are fully fit, 100%, especially on the physical condition to compete on Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
Yeah, this one goes for you, Moses. Expectations from the home crowd will be very high. What's your assurance for the supporters back at home that you'll deliver the expected results?
Thank you. This is a very interesting question because, Solomon football is the heart of every people. So whenever the teams play, we expect a lot from the players, especially as a team. We are carrying huge responsibility in delivering in front of our home crowd. And if we don't handle this, it's kind of a pressure to my players. And if we don't take this with composure, it can have bad effects on the team performance. But I believe the people who come out will support us in cheer about and give a little bit of motivation to the players. And I'm appealing at the moment. I'm appealing for everybody who are behind this team to come out in good numbers to support not only us, but let's support football so that we can create enjoyment, create a wonderful environment for football.
It's Denzel from Islandson. This goes to a New Zealand coach, Auckland City. I understand that Maika Lealafa is a Solomon Islander, and was just asking if is he going to feature in the first 11 or is he going to play? Or is
he a Solomon Islander? Yeah, look, all his family were actually at the airport, welcoming him. So he's very excited about that and playing in front of his own fans, basically. He's one of those top 2, top 3 of the Solomon Islands national team players, I suppose, Moses. Top. So you can look. I never talk about the lineups, before probably the last day of preparation, but you can probably expect him to be on the field. I don't know how long for. He's coming from a little sickness in there, but he's recovered quite well. That's why he didn't play last weekend. Outside of that, Micah has been a terrific player for us. This season he's been actually, it's probably, we might agree with Angel, probably his best season so far. He's been fantastic from the start. He's one of those players that can make the difference for your team, and as one of our marquee players, obviously we expect from him to lead the team, especially in his home country, in the 3 games that we have to play here. So, of course, Micah will be on the pitch on Sunday.
Okay, we're just about done. Well, thank you very much for coming, and I'd like to thank all the coaches and captain for your precious time, and wish you all the best with all your 3 matches each, actually. Yeah. So, thank you.